There is an old riddle among biologists. If it bites you and you die, it's venom. If you bite it and you die, it's poison. A poison is a passive, defensive barrier. For a creature like the poison dart frog, the toxin is a signal to predators that the animal is a dangerous meal. It works only when touched or eaten. Venom is an active, offensive weapon. It is a chemical that an animal manufactures specifically to be injected into the body of another creature. Storing a toxin in the skin is a straightforward defense, but weaponizing that chemistry requires an animal to solve two problems simultaneously. It must produce a stable, lethal payload, and it must build a biological machine capable of forcing that payload past a target's skin. Evolution has solved this two-part engineering problem in dozens of different ways, pairing deadly molecules with a varied catalog of specialized delivery hardware. A toxin is effectively inert if it cannot bypass the barrier of another animal's skin. The delivery system is what bridges that gap. To build these systems, evolution repurposed existing anatomy, transforming teeth, legs, and even egg-laying organs into high-pressure syringes. The male platypus uses a pair of spurs on its hind legs. These are connected to venom glands that increase production specifically during the breeding season, turning a standard limb into a seasonal weapon. Slow-moving predators like the cone snail use extreme hardware to hunt fish. The snail modifies a single tooth into a hollow, barbed dart, which it fires with enough force to impale prey before they can swim away. The box jellyfish operates at an even smaller scale. Its tentacles are lined with microscopic capsules called nematocysts, each functioning as a self-contained, pressure-loaded syringe. Inside this high-pressure chamber, the coiled thread waits for a physical trigger. When touched, it fires. The venom-tipped thread accelerates at millions of G, piercing the target in microseconds. A single brush triggers thousands of strikes at once. From modified teeth to pressurized cells, these delivery mechanisms are independent solutions to the same problem, getting the toxin across the skin with absolute reliability. Once the hardware breaches the skin, the software, the chemical cocktail itself, takes over. These molecules carry out targeted sabotage, typically focusing on one of three biological systems. Neurotoxins attack the body's signaling network. Some block the messages that tell muscles to move, while others lock nerve channels open, causing the prey to collapse from uncontrollable spasms. Hemotoxins target the blood. As seen here, they can cause runaway clotting that blocks circulation, or they can destroy the body's ability to clot at all, causing the victim to bleed internally. Cytotoxins are more direct. They dissolve cells and digest flesh. In many predators, this doubles as a head start on digestion, breaking the prey down from the inside before it is even eaten. These toxins often begin as ordinary proteins used for digestion or blood regulation. Evolution duplicates these housekeeping molecules and sharpens them over time into specialized weapons. The difference between a weapon and a passive chemical is best seen in the blue-ringed octopus. It carries a neurotoxin in its saliva that it injects through a sharp beak. That same molecule is found in the flesh of the pufferfish. There, it sits inertly as a poison, dangerous only if ingested. The potency of the molecule is realized only when the mechanical syringe provides a way to deploy it. In nature, the lethal chemistry and the delivery hardware are a single, integrated system. As prey developed defenses, predators were forced to refine their toxins. This arms race created molecules that target microscopic receptors with extreme accuracy, leaving everything else untouched. This surgical accuracy makes venom a rich source for medicine. A molecule that can shut down a specific channel to kill can also be redirected to treat disease. Researchers studying how a Brazilian pit viper drops a victim's blood pressure identified the specific peptides responsible. That research led to the development of captopril, a foundational treatment for hypertension. A compound found in the saliva of the Gila monster mimics a human hormone. It was repurposed into a widely used medication that helps people with diabetes regulate their blood sugar. Even the deathstalker scorpion's venom is being used in the operating room. Scientists use its toxins to create a tumor paint that causes cancer cells to glow, showing surgeons exactly where to cut. These molecules are the result of millions of cycles of predator and prey testing each other's defenses. They are not accidents, but highly specific solutions to the problem of survival. Now we are learning to redirect that same precision, turning the instrument of the strike into an instrument of the cure.